Hey friends, Tux here. You know, the holidays are coming up super duper fast, and so I'm trying to give some cool gift ideas throughout the holidays for people that won't break the bank, but things that'll be welcome and appreciated, you know. And one thing which really is needed by a lot of people, with the rise of PC gaming and Xbox Live and, you know, PC Gamer Live, that kind of thing, is really a controller, a good controller for the PC or for a Surface or for a tablet or whatever have you, a way of playing games that involves something more precise than just like touching a screen or something, you know. Touchscreens are not accurate at all. And that's where this comes in. This is the SteelSeries Stratus Duo. This is a handheld controller, very similar to like a PlayStation 5 controller or Xbox controller, but it's really meant more for PCs, laptops, tablets, that kind of thing. Now, it comes in a very nice giftable box. You can see looking good, very good quality print on it, like in the orange accents, that kind of thing. And this is available on Amazon. So before I go further, I guess I should mention, I'll have a link for this bad boy right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price, okay? On the side here, we got some basic stats for you. Talks about what comes with a charging cable and a wireless dongle, okay? Talks about connection setup. Basically, the wireless is at 2.4 gigahertz. Bluetooth is version 4.1, and the range is about 12 meters. So that definitely is more than enough room to get from like the couch to the TV, that kind of thing, you know, and definitely more than you need to get from like a desk to a computer on the side, you know. And as far as battery life, it lasts a really long time. It lasts 42 hours, which is pretty amazing, you know, so very good. Supported platforms are Windows. It does mention here, let's see, it works with Steam and Oculus Rift, Android, Samsung Gear VR, and more. I'd go as far as saying this works with Linux, and honestly, I think it would work with Apple OS, but if you click the link, they give you even more tech specs on Amazon, okay? But very cool looking box. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the back before I bust into this. It does have a little bit more information about the Bluetooth, talks about the battery life, talks about the different types of buttons. That's a dual joystick, and there's triggers on the top. So definitely has all the controls you need to play a wide variety of today's top games. You know, I recently tried playing Forza on Xbox Live on Surface, and although it controlled better than I thought it would, I really had me yearning for an actual controller. It's really hard to, some games are made for tablets, that kind of thing, or, you know, PC monitors, like touch games, that kind of thing, but certain games, especially some of the more high-end games, like Forza, that kind of thing, you really need to have an actual controller because you need that kind of feedback as far as pressing the gas pedal, pressing the brake, tapping the brake, things like that. You really need a precise controller. And this won't break the bank. Again, makes a great Christmas gift. Let me grab my scissors here. We'll go ahead and cut into this. Looks like we have one little sticker. I'm going to try and keep this nice. And this is really cool, actually, because I've been needing a joystick for playing PC games and Surface games for a while now. If you haven't seen, I do have a video on Surface, which I'm actually a big fan of. I use it a lot, actually, both for work and for play. And you can get them pretty cheaply these days, too, you know, so it's really awesome. Let's go ahead and pop the top here. Looks like it's, there we go. It's stuck down really well. And it's cool, it has like kind of a Alienware-ish black box inside of the white box. So really good presentation. We'll pull this out. If I can, very tight. Let me see if I can get this out in one piece without having to cut it. Very tight. Is there a sticker? Oh, there we go. Now it's going. Oh, and look, we have a little message for us here. Rise up. I always like it when different types of boxes have messages or little things on the inside. And the fact that they went to the trouble, something they didn't have to do, of having a black box instead of a white box, definitely shows they care about the experience of opening this. And again, that makes it even a better gift for the holidays. So something to think about. All right, let's go ahead and pop the top here, the next level top. Let's see here if I can figure out the Rubik's Cube of how to open this. Very interesting container. How do you open this? Okay, so this kind of pulls open here. Very interesting cover. Oh, it's like a clam. This totally deceived me. I thought it was going to open up, but it opens to the left here. So we're going to open this up here, and oh, look at that. Inside the box, you can see it's very securely packed with lots of great foam padding to make sure it comes to you in one piece without being damaged or harmed in shipping, you know. Right here we have the little doggle. I'm going to pull this out. I don't want to lose it, though. So you can see it has a nice rubbery end, which is good. That is actually is grippy, which is nice. And that is, of course, the little wireless dongle. We'll pop that back in place so I don't lose it. And then let's check out the controller here. Although, you know, there might be some accessories. Before we go to this, let's check out the accessories. We'll pop this off here and see if there's something lurking under the box. And it looks like here we have a cable. There we are. You guys know I love to have new cables with new devices. This is a very nice cable, has kind of a grippy, rubbery outside to it. And this is a standard USB or USB 1 to a USB micro USB. Okay, so micro USB, like a cell phone. Okay, so nice long cable. Again, very nice quality. Feels like a nice cable as a whole, not just like a cheap dollar store cable, but it has a nice quality feel to it, you know. And it has plenty of length there too, which is really good for charging. And then we have a little book here too. Let's check out the book. So this is our product information guide. And well, let me pop this open here. I'm not going to read every page, but we might as well take a look here and see if there's anything that jumps out at me here. Okay, so let's see, Windows, Android, and VR. They do mention VR a couple times here. That's really interesting. Looks like we have all of our buttons here. This is 8-way directional pad, which is good. Back right select, forward start button. Has normal box buttons, kind of like an Xbox controller. Looks good. The USB wireless adapter and the USB cable, okay? And it does have triggers, kind of like Xbox or PlayStation on the top. Lots of buttons, everything you really need to get going. It does talk about plugging and charging, running off either Bluetooth or 2.4. I wonder, do you prefer Bluetooth or do you prefer 2.4? That's interesting. Kind of shows Bluetooth being like cell phone or VR, and then 2.4 for PC, which is interesting, but I don't know why you couldn't use Bluetooth for PC. Looks like there is a button here to switch between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so that's important to know. Talks about difference between charging, and then it has a bunch of languages here, so it's basically the same thing in a whole bunch of languages. So nice little book, good information. Now in your hand, this controller feels very good, feels very natural, like an Xbox controller or PlayStation 5 controller, or any modern like joystick. It feels good in the hand. There is no special grippiness. It is a slight texture on here on the plastic, so it doesn't feel cheap. It feels quality, which is nice. The buttons themselves also texturized, and there is a L1, L2, right 1, right 2, you know, so that's all good. Up top here, we do have the charging spot where you plug your cord in to charge it. Okay, of course, that's a micro USB. The smaller one goes right in there, and of course, the other one goes into the PC then. But all in all, very, very cool. Triggers feel nice. Top ones are click on and off. The bottom two are spring-loaded for like a gas pedal or something. Very cool. The joysticks feel excellent. And this could be just the thing to play a lot of Steam games and games that require, you know, 2 joysticks. So very cool. They feel nice. They are slightly sloped, kind of like a Smarties or something in your finger. And a lot of the buttons have kind of a glossy feel. And these buttons here are interesting, though. X, Y, A, B have a kind of slight texture to them, so perhaps you could figure out like what they are. And there is even little color codes, which probably correspond with like Xbox or something, but very similar in size to like an Xbox controller. Definitely feels good in the hand, and this will definitely help your PC gaming. Now, as far as connecting it goes, the first big tip I'll give you is that it does come with little to no charge. So you want to go ahead and plug it in and let it charge for a while before you try and actually connect it via Bluetooth or, you know, through wireless. But the cord is a great way to go. And in fact, you guys know I love cords. So the fact that if you're gaming, it might be better to go ahead and use the corded one to make sure you have the best connection with the best latency. But as far as, oops, I'm pushing shift. Once you get charged, there should be no problem actually using Bluetooth or whatever. But in the meantime, it plugs in just fine, and you can go ahead and start games. Now, if you want, let me go ahead and see if I can load Steam up here. We'll go ahead and give this a try. I'm not sure what games I have on my Surface right now, but we can definitely check this out. Let me see here. What do I got for Steam? All right, just to give you a quick little idea of this joystick in action, I'm going to play a game here. It's a Lamasoft game, Polybius. Let's go ahead and just give this a try. I'm using just a controller here. Very easy. You can see it works great with Steam. And here we go. It's a cool little game. It kind of resembles a lot of other shooters that are kind of like reminiscent of like 80s games, that kind of thing. And we'll give this a little try here. It does get a lot more hectic as time goes on.
Safety instruction card located in the seat pocket in front of you explains and illustrates the important.
Got some Robotron sound effects in there, so pretty cool stuff.
This card should be carefully before takeoff and then return to the seat pocket for use by our future passengers. The emergency exits are the 4 doors on the left side of the aircraft.
To recap, this is a SteelSeries Stratus Duo, and the reason why they call it that is because it works not only off of Wi-Fi, but also of Bluetooth. So you have a lot of options as far as how you connect. And again, don't be afraid to connect with a cord. I love connecting with cords when I game just because I know for a fact I'm going to have the best possible connection with a corded connection, you know, for gaming. And this type of thing where this can be used with Steam, it can be used with cell phones, it can be used with a lot of different devices. So it's great to have around. And a lot of people who are gamers may not have this. Maybe they have a high-end keyboard and mouse setup, but maybe they didn't actually get like a nice little controller for Steam games and for other PC games. So it's the type of thing that would make a great gift. Again, something which is not going to break the bank. And I will have a link for this bad boy right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price, okay? If you have any questions about the SteelSeries Stratus Duo, just let me know in the comments below, okay? And I'll try and answer them, or maybe I'll do a follow-up video down the road. But I at least wanted to give you an unboxing of this controller because I've been needing one. Honestly, I've been needing one for a long time. And this type of thing where I found this amazing controller at an amazing price. And it's the type of thing where I'd like to spread the wealth. And if someone out there is like, oh, you know what, I have a gamer on my Christmas shopping list, and this might make the perfect gift. And again, it's not going to break the bank, okay? All right, friends. Any question about this particular product, let me know. TUXXtoys@gmail.com. You guys know I'm here to help, okay? I want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And again, don't forget to click that link, all right? We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.